Hi y'all, what's up y'all? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good because I am, and I hope you will too. Everybody that's here right now, your bell ring. And since your bell ring, you gotta be a subscriber. So when it come to the likes, all I ask in the name of Kenneka Jenkins, press it, thumb her up, and let's pull Miss Teresa card. Let's pull the mammy card. I'm not scared, and I'm not scared to hurt nobody's feelings and stuff, because people need to be called out. Everybody want to know what happened to Kenneka Jenkins, and the main person they got the answer to that is the main person talking about but God. In the name of Jesus, Bible quote scriptures. Ain't this how a demon quote a Bible just to calm you down? I see how she using God as a weapon. Cause you want to know why she's using God as a weapon? Cause all this time, this the reason why we so confused about Kenneka Jenkins. When reality set in, you see how Nora looking? That's how I'm looking right now. Reality just set in, like, I can't believe this actually happened. Know what I'm saying? And you on a radio station with your mammy, and you and watch this. Thumb me down if I'm lying. Thumb me up if I'm telling the truth when I'm about to say her. According to Miss Teresa's story, bring me my car. They brought her car with Kenneka phone. She told everybody. When she got the car back, she got Kenneka phone. Since she got Kenneka phone, round about 4 and 5 o'clock, here go the videos. This will be showing what Miss Teresa will be doing between the hours of 4 and 5 in the morning and uploading these videos. Not Kenneka, meaning that when they dropped the car off, Miss Teresa said, yeah, and I dropped y'all off. And I went to the hotel. So that means, look what she was doing on her way, allegedly, to the hotel. You upload video footage in the elevators, editing the timestamps, then you edit 5 videos. And these the same videos Nora, right? Let's go to Nora, shall we? So we can make sense of where all of this started from. That's the reason why we in conspiracy mode, because look who came up with the narrative when it come to the videos. And Nora was like, look, mom, I'm gonna go on the news and I'm gonna tell these folks about 5 more other videos that you created, mama, when you was on your way back up to the hotel trying to fit the narrative for what Crown Plaza got to say about it. See that? Now you see Leonora facial expression right now. Let's go to an interview. All this gonna call the family out. Cause we had enough. Here we go right here. Let's listen to this.
After the firefighter found her, then they come on and told her that employee found her which one it is. The employee is.
When they asked Miss Teresa, who told you who really found Kenneka? Miss Teresa said the detectives told her. Now, how y'all gonna be side by side when y'all get the news and both of y'all got completely different stories? The mother and the daughter. You see this? This why we in conspiracy mode, cause all this stuff is came from these people. Not Rosemont. Rosemont just documented they lies. Don't this look like the mother, favorite daughter, would sacrifice the baby? They'll sacrifice the baby girl. If I'm lying, thumb me down. If I'm telling the truth, thumb me up. Right? This the truth. These narratives, when they come to these videos, you go back to who? Kenneka phone, Monifa phone. Not only Monifa phone and Kenneka phone, cause Kenneka phone is Monifa phone. Right? Check this out. You got Bree. She the only one that can drive. Miss Teresa gonna keep up with Bree cause she got the keys. Boom. Bree come lead. Look. Make a long story short, when you go to their statements, now when you finally realize, oh, hey, Bree, where you was at round about Tucson? Let's go to Tucson and see where Bree was at. Bree said, she left the party around, 2:15, 2:30. Now don't you go back to the videos Miss Teresa upload, cause she gotta protect Bree at this moment, cause Bree got the keys to the car. Disclaimer, Fair Use Act, education perfectly only, all rights, images, music, clips, and other material used to their owner, they belong to their prospective owner. We don't claim ownership. So peep the game. Miss Teresa protecting Bree because the trace gonna go back to her when they come back to the keys. Right? Then the cell phone finna go trace back to Leonora. Cause the police made her confess, yeah, that was me. Round 1 something. Texting back Kenneka phone. Then you got the mammy right here, right? Look what's going on there too. Some of the video Miss Teresa will be editing on the way to Crown Plaza, showing a picture. She had to have Kenneka phone showing pictures in Kenneka phone because she got possession of the phone. Hi y'all. Let's get those lights up, gang. Let's get those lights up. We gotta call Miss Teresa out. Make a long story short, when Miss Teresa said, I got to call that 434 line, that's why she acted like she was asleep. Yeah, I was asleep when I got the call. I was so discombobulated. I ain't know what was going on. They calling me. But look what the phone data showed. What Miss Teresa will be uploading video once they drop the car back off. The keys back off. So they finna upload video round about this time to cover up for Bree and the keys. Then will make it so bad, right? Now you got to blame Monique. Cause Monique was gonna, if you looked at the video, how Tregang broke it down, they still got Bree leaving the party round about the same time they claim Kenneka be missing. Now this investigation that was in the beginning, remind y'all Leonora said this.
Don't jump no accusations.
No, I'm just trying. I'm just getting whatever else you said that the discrepancy was.
Once we was here, they told my mama that the fire department found my sister in the freezer, dead, deceased. But they called her a few days later.
Keep this in mind, the fire department was never there. Let's speak facts. We gotta call the mother and the daughter out. We never seen the fire department there. No fire trucks, not even the fire department. But the people that we seen on the footage, we thought there was fire department. But the whole time there was investigators and technicians, evidence technician, crew, right? So how would Miss Teresa say the detectives found her and days later by reading the newspaper, an employee found her? Matter of fact, I might as well just play the videos. Cause this finna put Miss Teresa and the daughter on blast. Shall we, gang? Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's do the right thing. Turn me up right now. That like button like a caboose right now. Man, if I see those thumbs go up, my eyes finna look like I done hit a straight shooter and I seen a ghost. And I'm finna get the jabberjaw and be like, yeah, they did it. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they did everything, Jack. I got the proof receipts and everything. I'm finna tell everybody. See what I'm saying? No more laughing, no more joking. Let's spill the tea. Let's spill some tea. Let's play these videos side by side, cause you know what? We finna be here for a minute. I'm finna play Leonora video. Guess who on the side? Jamal Green. If you go to Miss Teresa protest, guess who will be on her side? Jetta Dyer Brown. Do you see? Every time when Leonora talked on the camera, Miss Teresa is absent. She ain't in the camera view, but she during that protest. You see this, right? Look who coaching. Ain't this the same dude with Andrew Holmes that said, yeah, you know, tell me about one of the doors she did walk through, you know, cause we know this is an accident and people need to start speculating about the kidney theories. Let me turn up on Miss Teresa right now, since Miss Teresa making a post out here talking about some yeah, I told y'all I know everything. I didn't know nothing. She just made a post. Tregang hit the lady so hard, the lady responding. And let me say this. Why would you respond in that category, right? Why would you respond like that and you innocent? You just proved that you guilty. You just proved that everything what I said is true. Cause I'm still saying the same thing when I got the letter. It still put you on blast, Miss Teresa. When you told the world the story just don't sound right, and you home it told me that I was like, no, it just don't sound right. But you created the narrative when you got possession of Kenneka's phone and stopped uploading videos at a particular time frame. What mother that got the phone, it don't got nothing to do with this, would protect everybody, would upload videos of Kenneka in the bathroom having a good time? Why would she do that? Because you could trace everybody that was back into that room back to her because they socialized with the family and they close to the family. And you can link it back to Miss Teresa. That's why King Robert put Miss Teresa on the blast, said you was there, Miss Teresa. You might as well tell the world what happened to your daughter. You see what I'm saying? You might as well tell the world what happened to Kenneka. Well, I'm finna tell everybody what happened to Kenneka. Y'all wanna know why the timestamp's so screwed up on the footage? Don't you wanna know why they said they seen Kenneka in the hallway round 2 something in the beginning? In the beginning, 2 something, stumbling off an elevator, going to the lower level. Look how dumb the story sound now. According to Bree's statement, Bree will be leaving the party approximately around 2:15 and 2:30. You still got Bree on the elevator with Kenneka. No matter what lie that you tell the world, the surveillance footage still gonna show Kenneka was on the elevator with Bree, even when you edit the timestamp. But Bree got the keys. Why you think she had to upload a video showing Kenneka in the bathroom drinking from 1 cup? Same thing she said on the 911 call. She already knew the whole plan, what was about to take place on the footage. This let me know this lady had knowledge. Let me upload the phone. Let me upload the video. Bree, I got you. Shamaya, I got you. But we finna throw Monifa up under that bus. Cause we need Monifa to say we left her outside. So that's covering up for Bree. Leaving the party. Pie y'all. You see where I'm going with this now? Look.
I'm saying missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. Person report. Paper.
Right.
So
this is the Rosemont.
After that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began the search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative.
Listen to the narrative again, gang. This finna make a lot of sense. When she answered those questions, just remember when they asked question, how did her friends separated from the group? Keep this in mind. This show prove she covered up for Bree and try to upload a video, make it look like, yeah, they were still in the bathroom having a good time and nobody was at the party, didn't have no grudges or no setup vibes with her or nothing, because it's linking back to family members. Family members, right? Since we know she was uploading videos to cover up for Bree, Shamaya, but put Monifa on blast in this time frame. Cause that's what the video finna show. Oh, Kenneka was in the bathroom round about this time drinking the Hennessy with Monifa. And that's round about the time she came up missing. So that make it look like 2:15, 2:30. That's when they was in the bathroom, according to the videos on the Snapchat that Miss Teresa would have uploaded. You see this? You see this? Look, according. Guess where this narrative coming from? Look. According around to Tucson, look what it was showing in the beginning there, Tucson. She getting off on the elevator. Boom, that's when Monifa would left her. But just like what Irene's talking about, Bree was already gone. But guess what? She got exposed like, look, Bree came back. Watch this.
Correct?
No, they wasn't.
Okay.
From when me speaking with their friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for it first.
Right.
And
that's why she slipped up and said, tell them, keep looking for her. Keep looking for her. Keep looking for her. She's slipping on the words. Watch this.
And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was,
They were trying to kick him out that
yes, they
night?
were going to kick him out that night.
And
because
this is like about 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They was going to kick.
Before, like Kilo Brown said, around 3 o'clock, the police were there. So this fit right the narrative why Miss Teresa will be upload video on Kenneka phone. Round 2:30. Around 2:30. Watch this. Cause look, all these questions that come on the interview, if you listen to the answer, listen to what Livernoir gonna say. Cause notice they kept Livernoir quiet. Cause she already did too much talking on this one. Cause y'all remember the news reporter asked Livernoir, round about 1 something, you contact your daughter. Your sister. She was like, nope. And she was like, that wasn't you? We was like, nope. And she was like, cause it's a video on Facebook round about that time with a girl with a knife in her hand. Miss Teresa, explain that. Listen to this.
Come out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously.
When was, the friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter, Kenneka, alive? What's their last reaction, interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said,
look, these videos, here go your proof. Tag Miss Teresa right now, and then tell us, explain this on Kenneka phone. On Kenneka phone. She the one uploaded this whole narrative. How was she separated from the group? What? How was she? She know. It was so well orchestrated. We gotta make it look like, look, she was texting Monifa phone and she getting a ride from Monifa. Monifa trying to, catch a ride. Cause now she gotta cover up not for only Bree, but Leonora, her other daughter. The one that when she was texting, I'm ready to go. You see this? So since she uploaded these videos and they already were doing these text messages over the phone. Cause at 12 something, let me be a thought in peace and all of this. Why I'm getting vibes like why they trying to make it look like that Kenneka's still alive and she could be already deceased. Already deceased. And they was explain why Kenneka would be in the car deceased. Watch this.
Said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
Put Monique on blast.
Now, but did they?
And keep this in mind, these text messages came from Irene. Irene told her, you want to go to the show with the hood tonight? She ain't told everybody this. She want everybody to believe this is Monifa coming to pick her up. And the whole time, Kenneka went to go pick up Irene, the one that's throwing the party. That's probably why Irene them first showed up. That's when Irene said, yeah, I made it to the hotel around 11 some, 10 some. According to these statements, Kenneka picked you up. Is I'm lying? According to these phone data, won't he say Kenneka picked up Irene? And she will be at the movie theaters with her cousin, her relative. Let's go down to the relative. Cause this the relative. Y'all still going to the movies? Look at the phone data. Look where it go back to. Look where the narrative come from. Miss Teresa, not Rosemont. That's why it was so much about the timestamp. Cause everything what lie they told, Crown Plaza had to cooperate with their story and match it on their footage. That's why they had to give it us in UCT time and throw us off on the hour to protect Miss Teresa. They let you know how much power this ranch really got. But watch how much power Tregang finna transform out her chest. Cause you see how thin her chest is right now. Watch how I'm finna magnetic these goddamn it truth. Listen to the narrative with the timestamp when she look. You see the setup? It started with Irene, family members, baiting her to the hotel. Baiting her to the hotel for the lick. Watch this.
They say how she broke from the group. Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
These her narratives.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day, in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door.
You had to switch the story up. Nobody didn't hear none of this came from Monifa mouth talking about, yeah, I gotta tell this side. Now, Monifa never said nothing at this point. If you look in the beginning on Monifa accounts, why Monifa accounts were trying to make it look like these dudes were following her and me and Kenneka had to separate because of these dudes. Who had access to Monifa account on her phone? according to the paperwork, you got Kenneka phone and you also got Monifa phone. So we gonna go along with your narrative, Miss Teresa, and we gonna throw Monifa up under the bus. And say, look, we got Monifa phone, and mysteriously, the 5 videos they claim they got, Livernois claimed the 5 videos.
And so they say they told her that an employee found my sister deceased. It was like 10 of us out here. They did not say.
Did they say anything else that what was in that freezer? Because why so long before somebody would go in a freezer in a hotel this size?
We went in the freezer. It wasn't nothing in the freezer, but one little piece of ice in the freezer was warm when we got in the freezer. It wasn't even cold. They said they had just turned it on. Even if it was out, you should still be a little cold when the freezer was all full of ice.
Did they say anything about any obvious marks on her, anything like that?
No, they didn't let us see her until they put her in the body bag. We didn't see none down here. We only saw her from neck on up. And her hair was all over her head. It looked like she was spiking. I asked her friends how was her hair was when she left out the hotel. They said her hair was flat and straight down.
I was on her when she left out the hotel, not the hotel room, but the hotel. Like what Miss Teresa said, how did my daughter made it outside? Y'all don't see Miss Teresa and her other daughter got 2 different narratives. 2 different narratives. And all these 2 different narratives fit around to something where they try to create it. Round 2 some. You heard? Yeah. She gonna blame the friends. Miss Teresa gonna blame Monifa. Round 2 some how she left in the hallway. But you got her specifically blaming employees.
And when I saw it, looked like it was just all over her head. It didn't add up. It didn't add up.
Were you the one who spoke with your sister at about 1:30 the night before on Saturday morning, or no? One of your family members spoke with her at 1:30, right?
No, I know she left at 7:30.
On Friday.
Yeah.
But Saturday morning, there was a report that somebody spoke with her, at least knew that she
See
was
that?
alive at 1:30 on Saturday morning. Is there any confirmation that you know of from that? Okay.
No, I didn't.
So we're literally looking for what happened from that time until she was found Sunday morning. I mean, nobody really.
That's a long time.
It's a long time.
But look at the video Miss Teresa was uploading about the 5 videos to get them out of trouble. So Miss Teresa had to upload the video to save Livernois too. And that's why Livernois had denied it. Look at the time frame they had to deny this. So how will you have all these 5 videos in your possession, Livernois, to fit the narrative? Watch this.
That's a whole day to not to, like, even if a boy did find her, what made that a boy go into an empty freezer? How? If y'all say y'all don't use this area no more, so why is the boy in this area? I don't know.
There was also concern about her being locked in, possibly. Like, was there a padlock or something on the outside?
They found her in.
You know,
So they changed where they saw her last.
yes.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator.
Who would be in the elevator with Kenneka? Look. Look. Who would be in the elevator with Kenneka, bruh? At the time when they said in the beginning she came up missing. Look at what time? We talking about timestamps. Ain't this the time frame they showed us? Kenneka getting off on the elevators in the beginning, and they asked her who will be on the elevator with Kenneka. According to these statements, Bree. Look how Nora looking. She know who on the elevator with her. And guess what Irene said? Bree left with a couple of guys and a group of girls. What?
Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything.
Woo! Look at the reaction. Look at that reaction. You know when you hold your head down, you know when you're lying, when you hold your head down, when you daydreaming about it. You know who was on that elevator with Kenneka. This the same time Miss Teresa was calling the hotel talking about check the cameras.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there.
Right.
So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So
theory.
when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrive, they finally found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel, begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like.
Now y'all see how she beat around that question, but look at the video Miss Teresa got, and look at what Nora finna answer this question. Same question.
You have to go through one freezer to get through another freezer. But before you enter that freezer room, it's a camera right there. My mother asked them, did the camera work? The man said, the police officer said, detective. He said, I'm not sure. So now he say, you told my mama, you can see video, whoever entered that room before you got in there, you can, yes, you should be able to see it, because it's a camera right there before you enter the room. And it was an emergency lock inside the freezer. So if ain't nobody put her in there, if they say she walked in and like they say, I'm pretty sure that co-worker out when she was intoxicated, that supposed to woke her up. Why did she push the button? It wasn't nobody on. I mean, even if she did put herself in, she would have pushed that button in the door supposed to open. It don't add up since she walked in there. I'm pretty sure my sister would have pushed that button to get up out of there because she was freezing. It ain't right. It's emergency buttons in the door, so just in case the door shut, it ain't even no handle.
Leonard, did you see this video that was traveling around on Facebook? And this is something I want to ask police, because I've asked them before. They said they weren't privy to it today. With a young lady who said she was her friend, who had a knife in her hand and a white T-shirt, and she was. Is there any reason for you to be concerned about?
I saw that, but if it was somebody from the hotel park, the police didn't tell us.
Somebody's doing something.
Yeah, they didn't tell us if it was. They didn't.
That's what I thought. That didn't add up. This attached. Okay. If there's any other way for you to use us, I'll text you my number. You can reach out to us. Jamal has my number too, and also, yeah. But if you need anything else, I'm so sorry. This isn't something you should be grieving now. You should be trying to solve a crime here.
Yeah, but sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my little sister. I'm not gonna stop until I get
Can I ask you a question, sister? What is it that you want to tell the whole world to stop saying about your sister, negative, anything on Facebook, all these lies until the truth come out? What is you want, the message that you want to
I want to tell them to please stop making it seem like my sister was here. Because what she had on, because what you wearing don't identify your character. You can't judge a book by its cover. So I don't care what this hotel known for, because I got a lot of rumors that the hotel known for selling. You know what? One thing, and I'm not just saying this because she's my sister. You guys, anybody out here that know her? Kenneka had 2 boyfriends out of her life that I know about. Tampons hurted my sister. So I know she wasn't here selling nothing. I know she won't hear. They need to stop saying that she was drunk, because now it's a bunch of other videos that's at 2:40, that's at 2:30. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have the video. See, she was fine. She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2, somehow she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was the manager. You see this in the video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something. It ain't adding up because we got like 5 more videos. So what they saying not adding up.
How y'all biggest receipt? Don't that fit the narrative of what they was doing? Look who they protecting, Bree when it come to this at Tucson. Cause they're gonna show Bree was getting off on the elevator with Kenneka round about this time, according to their statements, right? So that's when they asked her, did you see anybody get off on the elevator with Kenneka? They like, nah, we ain't see nothing suspicious. So Miss Teresa uploaded videos on her way back to Crown Plaza on Kenneka's phone. Right? They already got the text messages. Look how the police was smart on this one, and Miss Teresa was. So this is what they're gonna show us on Kenneka's phone. But do a follow-up on Monifa's phone, cause that's where you get the second half of Kenneka's phone. This where the videos come in at. Just like Miss Teresa, boom. And look at the timeline. You see how it fit in everything Leonora was saying? So now you see who they were protecting. Gotta get Bree out of it. And since the Bree was left with the guys and the group of girls, go back to Miss Teresa 911 call when the translator said, I saw her downstairs with a group of guys and a group of girls. And you mean to tell me Miss Teresa still ain't suspect? It didn't hit you yet? If it didn't hit you with sure right now, and I'm finna spill tea. It didn't hit you yet? It ain't. You just heard what Leonora just said, round 2 some. Look at the video Miss Teresa created. Matter of fact, let me see, can I read it out loud from right here?
Review all material from cell phone, specifically her text messages, calls, pictures, and videos. I went through all the material and gathered the following. Video 1. Album name Snapchat related application Apple deleted media file name IMG_0649. MP4 type MP4 file size 168.74 megabytes path /private / /mobile / media / DCM / 100 Apple / modified September 9th, 2017, 10:53 and 58 seconds AM UTC. Device status changed September 9th, 2017, 10:51 and 49 seconds AM Universal Time Coordinated device. Created September 9th, 2017, 10:51 and 49 seconds AM Universal Time Coordinated device. In this particular video, it appears it is complete Snapchat story posted to her account and is 4 minutes and 17 seconds long. In the video, there are clips of inside a vehicle and appears to be going to the hotel party inside a vehicle with. The video cuts to a clip of in the bathroom displaying a bottle of Hennessy. The video also shows a clip of in the bathroom of the.
Notice, this ain't no live Snapchat video. This is a video. Pay attention, gang. This is a video. The first video that was uploaded. It's gonna show. Oh, it's 4 minutes and 17 seconds long, right? Listen to this. In the video, it's gonna be clips inside them going to a hotel party in the vehicle. Now they're gonna be in the car. Then the video cuts, meaning edit, Guess who will be editing these videos? Miss Teresa, to fit the narrative. To fit this, why we got the narrative what we got now. Now look, we finna break the ice. Cause since we know Miss Teresa upload video, now look. So that means they already had a video they could have edited on another app. You know, like CapCut, Pro, Power Director, you know, any kind of, you know what I'm saying, video editing software. So they gonna cut the video and got the video. So now they finna upload the video on Snapchat. So the video finna be 4 minutes long. So now the video finna show them they gonna be inside a vehicle and they appear they be going to the hotel party. Then the video finna be cut and it finna be a clip finna show them in the bathroom. So that video cut from them going to the hotel party. Now they in the bathroom with the Hennessy. Notice how they getting straight to the point. How she got drunk and stuff with 1 cup of alcohol, like Miss Teresa said in that 111 call. 1 cup is too much for her. Then look, she in the bathroom in the hotel and she holding the plastic cup with dark liquid. The video then show a clip Kenneka inside a hotel room sitting down with a plastic cup similar to the one she was in the bathroom with. Now that's where you finna get Scholar video. Y'all remember when she was sitting next to the Adidas outfit? You know what I'm saying? To the Adidas outfit and she was drinking that cup. So now they trying to make it look like, oh yeah, she drinking. Yeah, she drinking. Now this is what Miss Teresa set up. Everything they planned is going to show on the cell phone footage. Now the cell phone footage finna outdo the surveillance footage. Cause now you got employees in the room while this going on. So now you can make these people, you know what I'm saying, switch that footage up. Now look what's going on. Watch this now. Now there's another clip of Kenneka sitting down in a hotel room drinking from a plastic cup. And during that time, everybody to period be singing, dancing, and we were no problem at the time. And look who she would be singing and dancing with. Her family and friends. No wonder. That's just the first video. Here go the second video. Apple, you know Kenneka got an Apple phone. When they got the search warrant, when Miss Teresa denied them getting Kenneka phone, this is the reason why they denied. Cause they went to the Apple and got all the deleted media file and show you what time they created and upload the videos at a particular time frame that they want us to believe Kenneka came up missing at 2-some instead of 3-some, like what she said.
They say it was at 3:20. She was stumbling. They say she was stumbling.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Well,
if you don't believe that, why you say you got 5 more other videos and she had to come up missing around 3-some?
I've seen that she was drunk because now it's a bunch of other people. You guys, anybody out here that know her? Kenneka had 2 boyfriends out of her life that I know about. Tampons hurted my sister, so I know she wasn't here selling nothing. I know she wasn't here. They need to stop saying that she was drunk because now it's a bunch of other videos that's at 2:40, that's at 2:30. It's a lot of more videos coming out and I have the videos. See, she was fine. She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2 somehow, she in a video. So she just sitting there. She
That what she just said? Look, listen, gang.
She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2 somehow, she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Because when the manager manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was a manager. You see this in a video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something.
See that? She got caught in the act. Line. You got videos at 2-some. Cause Crown Plaza said she was in the video, in the surveillance video at 2-some, stumbling in the hallways. Again.
Cause when a manager knocked on, that's at 2:40, that's at 2:30. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have the video. See, she was fine, she was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that. So if y'all say she got lost at 2 somehow, she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Cause when a manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was a manager. You see this in a video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something. It ain't adding up cause we got like 5 more videos.
And make it so bad, it would have matched up with your lies. Cause you just said if Crown Plaza she came up missing around 2-some, and you got videos that's 2-some, right? And you saying she came up missing around 3-some. But then again, you really specifically were like, well, I got the videos at 2-some, cause Crown Plaza, bruh, this is crazy. You see all that talking she did on this one, but on this one,
Hours, like was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if
36 hours go back to September the 6th.
somebody
Yes, it found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel, begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
Now, look, keep this in mind. Like what Living Norris said, she got 5 videos. Listen to the question that this lady asked me, Teresa.
The alligator.
she got out the elevator, but
That day, the one that left.
The friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter Kenneka alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
You can't judge a book back. Rumors that you can't see anybody that phone's hurt. You need to stop seeing 2:30. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have that's at 2:40. That's at 2:30. It's a lot of more videos coming out, and I have the video. See, she was fine. She was sitting there. She wasn't like this or none of that.
So if that was going on in the video round by this time, and they asked Miss Teresa how she separated from the group, listen to Miss Teresa answer.
Well, they stated to me it was 2, because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't
It sounded like you were finna say 2-some.
Your daughter Kenneka alive. What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka?
Well, they stated to me it was 2, because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka.
Right.
No wonder why Living Norris got her head down when they come to that question. But she was flamed up on this one.
So if y'all say she got lost at 2 somehow, she in a video. So she just sitting there. She talking. Cause when a manager knocked on the door, whoever it was, Kenneka was one of the persons that went to the door and they say that was a manager. You see this in a video. So she was drunk and she had to come up missing around 3-something, not 2-something. It ain't adding up cause we got like 5 more video. So what they saying not adding up. They say it was at 320. She was stumbling. They say she was stumbling.
Right.
I don't believe that.
Well,
At the front desk, you're talking about, yeah. In the hallway.
They say she was walking to an employee area, and they
How would you want to believe that if she came up missing at 2 something and she stumbled to an employee area at 3 something? And you don't believe that? You see this? You see this? She was flamed up on this one. But on this one, she cold as ice.
Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like 2 different stories. First, that day that she came, she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door.
So they changed where they saw her last.
Yes.
No, they story didn't change, cause Tregang got all the reports. Look what time they took their investigation. They took Leonora first, and that's gonna be around at 12 something, going on 1. Now it going on 1 when they first took her statement. Then look, they took Miss Teresa's statements. When they took their statements, that's why their story had to change. That's why their story had to change later on in the evening. So meaning when the story changed, that's when it was a change in Kenneka location of the death. Now they got her in another freezer. Now is this making sense? Gang? Let me know if this making sense. Cause all the propaganda came for these 2. No wonder why King Rob blasted these 2 alone when it came to the family. Miss Teresa is the real bastard, and her daughter. And she had to protect Kenny. So she was ready to sacrifice one of her daughters and protect the rest of her children. Listen to this.
But isn't there a point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator? Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not in the videos, not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything with that. No.
Okay.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer?
Well, once I arrived, they finally found her after the 3rd time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about.
Hold on, gang. I just thought about something. Hold on. I gotta go back to Dr. Oz channel. Cause don't y'all remember what they asked her on the news later on in the evening? Y'all remember when she said later on in the evening? Thumb me up right now when I show you the receipts. Thumb me up right now when I show you the receipts, right? They asked her, yeah, when they separated from the group. Miss Teresa explained how they separated from the group, but the story changed later on in the evening, like in the afternoon, in the evening. Man, I know nobody ain't calling me on Facebook now. If somebody calling me on Facebook, you finna get blocked. Or there might be somebody important. Might be somebody important, gang. You know what I'm about? Might be somebody important. I ain't gonna block you. You know what I'm about? Oh, God. Somebody wanna hit me up. Send me a text message. You know what I'm about? I'm scared to answer that call. You know what I'm about? Now, it could be somebody important. It could be somebody important. It could be somebody important, gang. I don't know. I ain't gonna play around with this one because of the tea that I got. I won't be shocked. Somebody calling in and be like, "Look, Tregang, look, I want to talk. I want to talk. I want to talk my truth." You see what I'm saying? But I ain't got my Send me a message right now. Let me know who this is, cause I don't want to answer those kind of calls. But now y'all see, let's get back to the narrative. Let's get back to the mammy and the daughter, right? All that conspiracy theories came from them two. It came from them two. All the paperworks from Rosemont came from their narrative and they family members. Guess what the police asked everybody in the room? Where was Kenneka at? She was still in the room around Tucson. That's cooperating with Miss Teresa lies. And Leonora got the videos around about this time to secure
if somebody
everybody in the room. They will lead back to them, but put it off on Monifa to give an excuse why they left out the room. That's why they went hard on Monifa, and I felt like Monifa actually didn't know the full details of what was going on. Listen to this.
Says that their daughter is missing in their hotel. Why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter.
Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably say a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, the next question. Remind y'all the police were like, look, we don't see Kenneka coming in on the dates that you claim Kenneka missing. But if you would have asked for some footage on the 6th, we probably could have helped you. See this? Look at this gang. This for real. This real life.
How did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. Okay. When she went up to the hotel, when I came,
She asked her how they would discover her daughter in the freezer.
In the freezer. If she really was at this hotel. So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay.
And look how she finna answer this. How they discover Kenneka in the freezer? You wanna know why Living Nori got all the answer was like, yeah, this the route, this the camera's at, and this where all the cameras don't show and all of this. So when they asked her how they describe Kenneka in the freezer, look who it go to.
When my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter.
Living Nora. Nora. Did Miss Teresa just confessed it to this?
48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know, it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. Okay. When she went up to the hotel, when I came, you know, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, you know, the person at the front desk if they can look.
And look what time she said she would make it to the house. So when they were making it to the house, right? Look what the police showed everybody. What would Miss Teresa would be doing when she got Kenneka's phone back? When she got Kenneka's phone back, we got to go to Monique for John. Because it's Kenneka's phone. She stopped uploading videos. And look what time. She will be uploading videos. Look at the time frame. She got the phone back. She admitted, bring me my car. Bring me my car. And they gonna bring Kenneka's phone. So since she admitted, I got the phone round about this time. But when you go to Leonora's statement, Leonora said they gonna be at the house at 4-something telling Leonora everything on the video. Look. So if they telling Leonora this on Monifa's phone, watch this. Now you got the text message. Has she ever done this before? No. She never done this before. Oh my God. She missing. And you know what I'm saying? I went to the bathroom and everything. And you look what would be going on in the video. And this at 1-something. Or at 12-something. Between the hours of 12 and 1. So if Kenneka missing between the hours of 12 and 1 o'clock, now you will understand why they start uploading videos on Kenneka's phone. Apple deleted media at a particular time frame. So check this out. As they were texting Leonora,
look on the cameras and see.
You see this? Look at Leonora.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out.
Look at Leonora. Look at these videos. They text Leonora. That's why Leonora said, I got 5 more other videos. Cause her mama helped her with the edit videos and uploaded it when she claimed to be on her way to Crown Plaza. So they had to fit a narrative around about 2-something to cover up for Leonora, cause the phone data proving that she last talked to her sister. to her sister. Man, I demand the lights to go up right now. This exclusive tea. Breaking it down. 100. That's why she said this on her video.
Saw her on the camera stumbling, like holding on to the wall to walk like she was intoxicated.
Did you guys view that camera, or that's what
No,
they told you?
they saw that after we viewed the camera.
Okay.
They didn't show us that camera.
They show you that after they show y'all they reviewed the camera. Look how she flamed up on this video, but on this video she quiet. But this video,
they saw that after we reviewed all. Once I left, they said they did every camera that they had in the hotel. They got extra.
So tomorrow you can get your hands on that. You can stay there and show me you can say, show me everything, right? I mean, sit there all day long.
If they willing to show it to me, yes.
what you mean if they willing to show it to you? Cause you know you on that videotape. You and Miss Teresa caught up and make it so bad. This how you could put the hotel and the police on the jam. If you got some cell phone footage in the room and you got staff in the room flirting and police officers in the room supplying alcohol with management with underage girls with their parents there, with their mammies. That's the last thing you don't want them to do. Well, we finna drop these videos of her still in their room. Cause if you go against our guidelines, we'll show your part too. How Kenneka ended up at that room since they putting it all off on Monifa. See that, gang? Time don't lie.
How did they discover her in the freezer?
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Lenore.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore.
Okay.
When she went up to the hotel, when I came, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in. Her and two of her.
She was just finna say when she made it up to the hotel, like Lenore will be already up there. Listen to her words.
And she went up to the hotel when I came, after me returning.
She made it to the hotel when you made it up there, Miss Teresa. And that sound like what she just said.
Okay, when my daughter went up there.
Your other daughter?
Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. Okay. When she went up to the hotel when I came, after me returning back.
See that? Stuttering and telling. Yeah, when Lenore was up there at the hotel, when I made it up there. And King Rod told everybody these two bastards was there.
Home. She headed out the door as I was coming in, her and two of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Look how that lady stuttering. Now you know why she's stuttering over this particular question. Cause this where you got to tell a lie at. This where you got to tell a lie at. Listen to the stutter game.
And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there.
Right.
And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station. once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came up to back.
Miss Teresa just told y'all what was that Tuesday. Y'all remember when Kilo Brown said, listen to me when I'm about to say this and read between the lines. Y'all remember when Kilo Brown said, yeah, the police done showed up. And once the police done showed up, right, so they gonna be communication with everybody. Remember when Pease was saying, yeah, they were making threats to the staff members and all of this. And remember when French K said he bumped into the sister around about that time. Remember what Miss Teresa just said, her daughter was up there and she arrived up there at that same time, right? Round about the same time, watch this. That's why round 2 when it popped off, yeah, now we want that footage. Yeah, cause we got cell phone footage. So we know she came out that room at this particular time. You see this?
Up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put.
See that? She had to remember that. Look, if they up there, keep this in mind. Kilo Brown said they gonna be up there. Remember when Miss Teresa said round 3 and 4 they gonna be in the pool area. French K said, look, in the pool area round about that time, that's when they gonna be moving the body and straightening the pool back up. Round about that time. You see what I'm saying? Look.
And made the report, the missing person report. The only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report paper.
Right.
So
this is the Rosemont Police.
Yes,
correct?
the Rosemont Police Department. Mm-hmm. So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras, and they still deny her, to see if her sister was missing. She asked the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her it'll take all day. He can't give her a copy, so she asked him could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about right now?
Yes, the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes.
See that? So look. So everything what that lady just said, bro, it all makes sense, because they still will be talking about the time frame. Every question they just asked her. Think about this going to be around 2 and 3 o'clock. But they trying to stretch it out like, yeah, so when the police, put it like this, if the police showed up at 3, right? And they're going to stretch it, be like, well, what happened later on in that day? Because the footage is going to show them that's when they're going to be encountered by the police. You can't show them in encountered by the police between the hours of 2 and 3 that September the 9th in that morning. But you can keep that narrative going if everybody paying attention. Because look, that's when P said, look, that's the first time that ever came up. You need a missing person report if you want to see that footage. Ain't this what P said? Ain't this what Miss Teresa got caught calling the hotel, talk about check the surveillance camera? You see what I'm saying? All this gonna fit around the narrative, because in real life, that's when they asking about the surveillance footage and tracking Kenneka down. You see this what I'm saying? So skip what happened later on that day. Keep the narrative at 2:30 and 3 when they still answering the same question.
Came back out and stated that on the first missing person report, that he searched front and back.
That's why she said the first missing person report. He said, yeah, you got to file the police told us file a missing person report.
And he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building.
So that means she wasn't there, according to them.
According to them, she wasn't there.
Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the videos?
Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But
on Dr. Oz, you said the detective found her. And Lyra Norris said when she was there also with the mammy, the fire department found Kenneka. So look, all the narrative that done changed, and all the conspiracy theory, it actually came from these two. Cause they the one got the biggest to hide, cause they were the biggest ones of setting everything up. See that?
Okay with me giving him your number so he can reach out to you.
Where is the freezer? Where's the freezer located?
Why should she finna describe the
to get to the
freezer?
freezer from the elevator, you have to walk straight. You got to pass the front desk, and then you have to turn. It's a long hallway. You got to walk through the hallway. You got to open 2 double doors. Before you open the door, it's a camera right there.
So she really just explaining the route. Just think about that's the same route Kenneka would have taken, and she would be with her sister. Just think about Lyra Norris would be with her sister when she came up missing, just like Bree. And she describing the route.
Before you enter the door, and I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter that kitchen.
What about the freezer? You can enter the
So only thing you just gotta look at it. The police involved, the family involved, Lyra Norris involved. Look at it like this here. When Kenneka would be escorted in the hallway, put it like this here. She would be with her sister, family members, and police officers that's off duty working with security. And when they were escorting her through the hallways, all of them together, this why she answered it like this.
Before you open the door, it's a camera right there.
Told
Before
you.
you enter the door. And I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter that
See
kitchen.
that?
What about the freezer? You can enter the kitchen all kinds of ways. He's gonna have to sit there until they show
And then look, you heard Bigfoot in the background. Ain't that Bigfoot in the background? Everybody know Bigfoot in the background.
Camera right there. Before you enter the door. And I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter that kitchen.
What about the freezer? You can enter the kitchen all kinds of ways. He's gonna have to sit there until they show
I say it's a camera right here, so he say it's 7 different ways to enter the freezer.
So that means I would look at it like this here. That's what was happening when y'all were escorting her, and when you were getting close to the old camera, you were asking the police, look, the old camera work? And he like, no, I'm not for sure. Let's keep walking and put her in the freezer. Hello? Don't this sound like that you will be walking with law enforcement and you with police, you busting a move and you doing the crime. And as you walking through the hallway with your sister and with the crooked ass police officers, you asking all these questions on the way to the freezer.
In the basement, right? Okay, to get to the freezer from the elevator, you have to walk straight. You gotta pass the front desk, and then you have to turn. It's a long hallway. You gotta walk through the hallway. You gotta open 2 double doors. Before you open the door, it's a camera right there. Before you enter the door. And I told the police officer, I'm like, it's a camera right here. He told me it's 7 different ways to enter that kitchen.
What about the freezer? You can enter the kitchen all kinds of ways. You still have to sit there until they show you.
I say it's a camera right here, so he say it's 7 different ways to enter the freezer. And it's a long way you gotta go for her to be drunk like she had a man.
Why not go outside and get air?
You gotta go through
Why not go outside?
Then you gotta go through a little walkway. Then you gotta keep walking. You gotta walk through something else. Then you gotta open the little door thing. Then you gotta walk some more. Go through a door thing where the camera before they say no, we not there yet. They say no, we not there yet. We not there. How did she do all this drunk?
You never saw this on the footage, but the route that she's explaining, but she telling y'all she walking with the police and they showing her the route. Man, the route that her and the police walked, Kenneka was with them and putting her in the freezer. See that? And when they would put her in the freezer, they were asking them, do the cameras work? They were like, no. They don't work, I'm not for sure. Cause you told us not to have our phones and stuff, and that's giving Miss Teresa and them the evidence on the video. They giving Miss Teresa evidence they picked up off her body.
Looking at the news and reading in the newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who?
You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they brought you to see Kenneka while she was in the freezer.
After being denied at first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically to let them know, just in case if something like this come up, they couldn't.
Why you gotta time yourself and make a video? And the first video that you told everybody, nobody didn't do nothing to her. It wasn't no setup. Why would that lady say it wasn't no setup and the setup started from home? That's the first thing you told the world. Nobody set her up. And the setup came from home. Do I need to pull that video up? I'm finna pull the video up. Her first video to the public was this one.
For y'all prayers. Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all prayers, but my fucking baby's dead. And guess what? Fuck God. It's okay. It's okay. And for the record, no. Didn't nobody do nothing to her, y'all. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody do nothing to her. She was left at the party. But then nobody set up or nothing. She was found at this hotel right here. In a free party. But then nobody set up or nothing. She was found at this hotel right here.
Why you don't see Leonora, the family members, and everybody you saw on the footage when Miss Teresa ran out the library? See this? It's just her and James Coleman. She even turned the camera around. You don't even see no other family member out there with her. Why is that? That's why you gotta pay attention to the little small details in this stuff. Cause how would she would be out here making a video if she ain't got the news yet according to their surveillance footage? You see it now? Do y'all see it now, bruh? Nobody did nothing. Nobody did set her up. No wonder why she said that. And they the one that fabricated the videos. By them fabricated the video, that's why we so confused about the timestamp. And Rosemont had to follow suit with like, well, let's show it. Because whatever video they got in their phones got more power than the surveillance footage. Cause you can show Kenneka all day long, somebody luring her in the hallway. You can show that all day long, Crown Plaza. But Miss Teresa footage would be so powerful if she got video of underage girl with freaky ass front office manager touching and feely playing alcohol, dancing at a party on the clock. And now one of them can't even show their footage. We can't show that. Miss Teresa can't show this. So let's settle this in court. Give me what I asked for. No, they had to make a deal, bruh. Look.
Say that I wasn't, conscious enough.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was like
right.
out of my mind or whatever.
Right.
And I stated, because I had made a post on Facebook before that, when I was in the search of Kenneka, that I needed help. If somebody see my daughter, to inform me, and after I made this live video, I re-entered the hotel and I asked them, how was she laying? The head detective, how was she laying? He stated she was laying on her side. And I said, was she laying, how was her legs? Was they curved, curved, like in a fetal position? Yes. He said,
this lady never said what happened to her. How this happened? This lady, first thing that came to her mind, how did she die? Can I see how she was laying? Never said wanna be like how she ended up here. Show me surveillance footage. Who was all in her? None of that. Small details. Small details crack cases. Small details. So actually what she describing is when they were putting her in the freezer, not when they were discovering her. Listen to the narrative, what it sound like, that if you got Miss Teresa and them all at the freezer, Kenneka in a body bag, and they put her in the freezer and everybody agrees, you delete your footage, I'm gonna delete my footage, and all of this old stuff, and they still got footage rolling, everybody still sleekery recording on their phone. Look how this narrative sound now.
No, they were straight. I said, okay, next question. Can I see my daughter? How she died, how she laid in the freezer. As I wanted to see her. He said, the detective stated yes. An hour or two went past, give or take. The sergeant come in with a very rude attitude. No, you cannot see her. It's against our procedures, our policy. You can't see her. So I asked him, with the card that leading detective gave me, is it possible that he can write his name on the back of the card? He stated yes. After he stated yes, I said, and as well as your badge number. And I hear him whisper to the detective, badge number. So then he said, as everybody getting ready to round up to go, he said, you know what? Hold on, I'm gonna speak with the coroners and see what they can do. So here we go, hours later. 5 hours, maybe a little bit more, but rounding it off, 5 hours later, they come to me and states, only I could come see her. Me, I'm allowed, and I could bring one more other person with me. That's when they allowed me. They walked us back there. They said, wait, this is a crime scene. You are not allowed to take any photos. You can't touch, and don't touch anything. And they watched us as if we was there. Like we was involved in it. It seemed like the crime scene was on us, not what went on with my daughter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you see your daughter in the freezer now. To bring up to date.
No, I'm sorry. No, at this time, they had removed her from the freezer. I asked them. Yes, they removed her from the freezer. When they removed her from the freezer, by the time we came 5 hours or plus later, later, rounding it off, Kenneka was laying on a stretcher in a white body bag already.
So you never saw her?
I never saw her. I never saw her. They stated as well that there was no signs of foul play.
Right.
Like it was just a normal look.
That's what they
no
said.
No signs of sexual harassment or anything.
Right. So do you believe differently?
From seeing the pictures, yes, I believe different.
Because the pictures came out. Before that, though, the video came out. So when we saw the video of her trying to find her way throughout the hotel, what did you think about the videos?
That she was wandering in the hotel and she needed help. And, she had a hotel, a 5-star hotel.
Right.
I know it was surveillance. Just like on each floor, they might not have cameras all through the hotel, but entering and exiting the elevator, there are cameras.
So she never brought those cameras back up. Because those cameras would have showed who she was talking to on the 11th floor and everybody else. Now y'all see this? Y'all see how Miss Teresa manipulated this stuff? Let's go to Andrea Alice's. Now look, once you go to Andrea Alice's, watch how Andrea Alice is finna break it down. At that time, we didn't know that Miss Teresa fabricated the videos and the narrative round about 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when she claiming she saw everything that was going on at the pool area and things going on her phone. And listen to Andrea Alice's.
Public safety officers, and you can take a look and tell me what you see. Now, the first thing you're going to notice, this is the actual file that it lives in. You go into,
and all this came from Miss Teresa, and Rosemont uploaded it
to the death investigation of Kenneka Jenkins. Then you go into this RPSP redacted folder, and then you go into images. The quickest way to get the bathroom photo is to search by name. You search by name, it's going to be the first one to pop up. See? So the first thing that I noticed about this bathroom photo is that there is only one, which I thought is really suspicious, right? So there's multiple photos of just about everything else, but when it comes to this bathroom photo and the Snapchat, there's only one file in here. So what I want to do first before we actually look at the photo is I want to go into the narratives and show you where this photo came from. This is a report entered by one of the Rosemont public safety officers. And it says, on today's date, which is, I believe, September 19th, the date he entered the report, I reviewed and analyzed the results from the forensic examination of blank personal cell phone. Now, as we read through this, it's going to become clear that this is Monifa's cell phone, okay? And it even says, I believe, way at the bottom that he talked to this person about doing self-harm, and she said that she wouldn't do self-harm. And I think you all remember in the beginning, there were rumors that Monifa was going to kill herself. So I believe this is her. This narrative is about her, and this phone is hers. Okay, it says the forensic examination allowed me to review all the material from Blank's cell phone, specifically her text messages, calls, pictures, and videos. I went through all the material and gathered the following. Video 1, album name is Snapchat. Related application, Apple deleted media. Okay, so he basically had to find this file through this Apple deleted media app. So she deleted these things, okay? Now it says that it was created on September 9th at 10:51:49 UTC time. Okay, you guys figure that out. You guys, I mean, J4K has done a really good job of figuring out this UTC time. So you guys figure it out, and then you can put in the comments what time this was.
Like what Andrea Alice said, you figure out what time this was and figure out what the UCT time was. Who responsible for uploading these 5 videos on their way back to Crown Plaza? Hello? Miss Teresa will have the phone. She got the key, drop Monifa off. So when she upload these video, what living Nora? Cause now you gotta explain what was living Nora when Miss Teresa came back to the hotel. We seen what they were doing on the phone. You see this? And Miss Teresa think.
And then notice it was modified, looks like 2 minutes later. So it was done at 10:51 and then modified at 10:53. So, who knows? All right, so it says, in this particular video, it appears it is a blank, complete Snapchat story posted to her account and is 4 minutes and 17 seconds long. In the video, there are clips of Blank inside a vehicle and appears to be going to the hotel party inside a vehicle with Blank. The video cuts to a clip of Blank in the bathroom displaying a bottle of Hennessy. The video also shows a clip of Blank in the bathroom of the hotel with Kenneka. Here we go. Blank is holding a plastic cup with a dark colored liquid in it consistent to the color of Hennessy. The video then shows a clip of Kenneka inside the hotel room sitting down with a plastic cup in her hand, similar to the cup Blank was holding and using to consume the dark colored liquid. There is also another clip of Kenneka sitting down in the hotel room drinking from the plastic cup.
So that means if Miss Teresa, watch this. If Miss Teresa got to upload a video trying to fabricate that her daughter is still alive, that means her daughter could be deceased from what previously happened days earlier. That would explain why you would have these videos at this particular timeline, and Rosemont and Crown Plaza couldn't do nothing but do the reenactment on the surveillance footage to keep it quiet and the cover up. And that's why you don't see the tombstone, because you can't fake the death of the tombstone unless you got major bank, and we know she got the money now. So look, everything with Andrea Alice's, this what the police showed everybody. Look, while y'all think we doing all this lying, we going off what they did in the phone. We going off what they did in the phone. Look what they got caught doing.
During this time, everyone appears to be singing and dancing and appears to be no problems at all within the hotel room. Okay, now the next thing he sees is video 2, which is album name Snapchat related application Apple deleted media. So we had to go through this Apple deleted media app to get to this video 2 with the Snapchat. Okay. It says in this particular video, it shows Blank and Kenneka inside the hotel, inside the bathroom of the hotel, having a brief conversation, smiling and laughing. Okay. Now, this IMG 0650.mov, let's see. Is this the same one? IMG 0650.mov. Can you guys see that? Okay, so I believe that this narrative right here. Oh, you're signing out? Okay, thank you. All right, you guys know the drill. I am at work, so we might get disrupted from time to time. But it's all good because it's the weekend. I worked all week, so all of this is that good old overtime, all right? So what we're looking at right here is the narrative that goes with this. IMG space 0650.mov. IMG space 0650.mov. Okay? So that's what we're looking at. We're looking at Snapchat images that the police confiscated from Monifa and had to dig up using the Apple deleted media app. Okay? Now, let's actually, I want to show you one more narrative. Oh, you guys are in the building. Hold on. Peggy Sue. Okay. She's saying that she thinks this bathroom pic is the fake Kenneka and Monifa. Letha, Amp, Flower, Deborah. Hello, everybody. No name. All right. Okay. Okay, so you guys are here. So let's go. So the next narrative that I want to show you that relates to the Snapchat picture, this narrative comes from another officer. Now, he's going to speak with Kenneka's sister, Lenore. And you're going to, you know, when you click the link and you read through the full narrative, you're going to see that, you know, Lenore ended up connecting with this officer, even though she had already reported this earlier in the day. She ends up telling this officer everything that happened.
So that means the police had Lenora confessed it, and if you look at what time she confessed it, that's why they wanted to surveillance from Miss Teresa, and Miss Teresa declined and say, "No, I'm not giving it to you. You need a search warrant."
Okay. Now, you're going to see here that he says, we spoke with, let's just put Lenore here. We spoke with Lenore again, who advised that Jenkins had posted a Snapchat video around 2:17 a.m., which appears to show her inside of a hotel bathroom. Okay, so this Snapchat video seemed to be Lenore's focus when she was looking for her sister. She had seen this video. She knew her sister was in this hotel. It doesn't say a lot about what was actually going on in this video, but the fact that in the midst of everything else, she mentioned it, it seems pretty important, okay? So let's just cut to the actual picture. What I'm gonna do right in front of you is I'm gonna download it so that we can blow it up and stuff. Okay. So this is the picture from the Rosemont file. I just opened it up. And I'm going to tell you what I see. And again, I've dropped all the links so that you can tell me what you see. The first thing I noticed is this picture. There are elements in the background of this picture. Okay. And the reason the elements in the background and the way that they blurred this picture is the reason why you can't see things clearly. So you can't see her hair clearly on this side. Where exactly her hair is? Her hair being flipped up over her wrist, or what is all this? All this turns into something else. You can't see the actual bottom of a jacket. This looks like a reflection of maybe a finger or somebody holding a phone. Like her pockets is turned inside out. So there's all these different things that are happening. We can't see the side of her jean jacket right here. So this